All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. So Khabib has jumped into the Colby and Masvidal situation with both feet because he says anybody who fights Colby is a B. They need to blackball Colby. They need to, what's the word he used? Boycott fighting Colby Covington after he pressed charges against George. And this whole thing is really, really funny because I completely understand exactly what Khabib's position is. And if you would have asked me, like, what do you think Khabib's, opinion on Colby Covington pressing charges will be, I would have been like, oh, he's probably going to say that he's the biggest, pussy in the entire world. And I mean, like, look at this situation through Khabib's eyes, right? It's like, he talked about his family. Like, he talked about his wife, he talked about his children, and then he got punched in the face. Like, what disconnect is there here? You can't call the cops after that. You asked him to punch you in the face. You asked for this, Colby Covington. So I totally get it. And why, Khabib is obviously like the most awesome guy in all of mixed martial arts, in my opinion, for many, many reasons. He's A, super charismatic. B, he means what he says all the time. He's funny, but he's also a principled man. And this violates a lot of principles of his, I'm sure. But how we're going to talk about this today, though, is actually really funny because I was just talking to somebody else about this and literally I was like dying laughing because I was thinking about how you would explain Khabib's position to a civilian, like a straight up civilian, like a hello, have you registered to vote yet? And you're like, listen, let me explain why Khabib says you should boycott Colby Covington for pressing charges against George. And we went through the whole thing and it's so funny, man. But anyway, that's what we're going to talk about. And then we're also going to just talk about how awesome Khabib is. So if you like the content, subscribe and ring the bell. But if you need another reason to subscribe, listen to the biggest man in the industry tell you why right now.
Wait, Chael here. I just got my mic situated. Jesse on Fire should be renamed Jesse is Fire. If you ever want a good podcast to listen to from a guy that knows what's up, that's him.
Oh, well, that's the most flattering moment of my life. Thank you, Chael.
Yeah, so on my kids, I had no idea that was coming whatsoever. That was totally unprompted. One of the most flattering moments of my career and certainly the most flattering moment of my year. Thank you very much, Chael. Genuinely, thank you very much. And now getting back to a story that Chael is wholesale unconnected to, the Masvidal and Colby story. So check this out, okay? So here's the thing. So why is Khabib the best guy in mixed martial arts? Obviously, principled. You know what you're getting. He'll look you in the eye. You could trust. He's like the same type of guy as I don't know, like, I know I've been talking about him all the time recently, but he's like an Anthony Smith type guy where like he looks you in the eye, like you can trust his word. Like he's like a solid guy like that. He's also charismatic and funny, etc. And like with stuff like this, he comes from Dagestan, man. Like in Dagestan, like if you run your mouth about someone's family, you're fighting, dude. Like there's no middle ground. Like you're fucking fighting. It's on site, period. And so there's no disconnect for me of why Khabib's position on Colby pressing charges is what it is. None whatsoever, right? But then, like, think about it like this, right? So I don't know, what kind of family you guys come from, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know where I come from because my family ain't like me, dude. I'm like my grandpa. Like there's like if you go whoop, whoop, like my dad, nothing like me. My brother, professional athlete, but not like me. He's not like me, But my dad's dad was World War II veteran, total fucking savage. But we're just going to use my dad as like the example because he's like, he's Johnny Q, pay my taxes and stack my money in mutual funds and tell me about what's coming next, Jess. He's going to see this and be like, what? Okay, just for the record, he's a total fucking badass. He's traveling around the world right now because, he's done very well. Self-made rich, son. But what the fuck am I talking about? I mean, that's true. Now I just got self-conscious that I made fun of him and he watches my videos sometimes. So dad, you're a badass, dude. I just meant you're not like wired to like be punching people in the face. That's all I meant, dude. That's all I meant. He's smarter than me. He's better looking than me. He's cool. He's just not wired for punching people in the face. Okay. So anyway, so he's still the example of who we're going to tell this story to. So it's like, yeah, there's no, like, listen to me. Okay. Colby Covington. Okay. He's in a restaurant, right? He's having dinner with his friends. Okay. They're having a good time. His friends have a decent sized social media following. They're on Instagram and they're like, look at us. We're having a blast at Poppy's Steakhouse. Look at this. This is my drink. not drinking alcohol because I keep a clean lifestyle and this is my rare steak. I believe medium rare is better than rare. And they're like, I think medium well is better. It's like, we're having such a good time. His former roommate, his former best friend, who they had a falling out over a financial, disagreement. And since then had spoken very negatively about each other online. And so things had gotten really heated. And he saw that they were at this Poppy Steakhouse. He gathered up some hooligans, his new friends that don't include Colby, maybe the same group of friends, but like a group of friends that Colby used to be associated with, but is no longer associated with because now he's an enemy. They went down to this Poppy Steakhouse. This guy, George, he put on a mask so no one would know who he was. He put on gloves so no one would see him coming. And he rolled up on Colby and punched him in the face with no warning. Knocked out 2 of his teeth. Colby, trying to defend himself, he got an abrasion on his wrist and damaged his watch. He also apparently got punched in the eye as well. And I guess he didn't throw any punches back, but he was able to back up a little bit and minimize the damage. But he does have a lot of dental problems. There's $15,000 worth of damage to his $90,000 watch. And but no, I mean, I don't think that he should press charges because he talks shit. Wait, who talks shit? Colby. Okay, hang on. Let me just make sure that I understand the situation. So Colby's the one that's at the steakhouse, correct? And Colby's the one who was talking about the rare steak, and then without knowing anything's happening, this other guy sneaks in a ski mask and punches him in the face and knocks his teeth out. Yes, correct. And you're saying Colby had talked shit? Is that what you said? Yeah, but he talked about this guy's kids, man. What exactly did he say? I actually don't remember. I actually think that he said that that guy that punched him is a shit father. He's like, well, is he a shit father? How the hell would I know? Well, okay, so he called him a shit father on the internet. He snuck in a ski mask and knocked his teeth out? That's right, yeah, because Colby talks shit. Okay, and what's the question again? Well, do you think that he should be able to press charges and get away with that? Of course he should fucking press charges. What the hell are you talking about? He's sitting there eating dinner. Some guy he had a financial disagreement with sneaks into the restaurant and breaks his face. Of course he should fucking press charges. Yeah, no, see, that's where you're wrong. He shouldn't, actually. He shouldn't. Why not? Because, dude, he talks shit, man. He talks shit. He said things. He said that he's a bad father. So he should just be able to sneak up on a guy having dinner and break his face? Yeah. It's George Masvidal. People should know better, dude. He's a gangster. He showed people, you run your mouth, he'll whip your ass. This is a tried and tested truth. As a matter of fact, let me just take a moment in this video. I have nothing but respect for George Masvidal. I don't need him jumping out on me. He's literally my favorite fighter. If George is ever mad at me, that shit makes no goddamn sense. I love George Masvidal. Now, back to the story. People don't fuck with George, man. So he should just have carte blanche to put on ski masks and punch whoever he wants in the face and knock their teeth out in civilized society? I mean, to a point, yeah. Okay, and then talk to me about the damage to the watch. Yeah, well, apparently he caused $15,000 worth of damage to a $90,000 Rolex. Wait, you said that these guys had a previous financial disagreement, correct? Yeah, that's how the whole beef started. And can you talk me through the details of that? Something about coaches not getting paid and, something like that. And what was the money that was disagreed on? $12,000. $12,000. Yeah, that's right. And you're saying that in this altercation, he caused $15,000 of damage to a $90,000 watch. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's correct. $90,000 watch, $15,000 worth of damage. And these guys went from roommates and best friends to bitter enemies over 12 grand. Yep. Have their financial situations changed dramatically in those couple years? Yeah, very much so. Absolutely, they have. Okay. Nonetheless, I don't really understand how you could defend him not being able to press charges. I told you, he talked shit, dude. He talked shit. I don't understand your world. I don't think that we're going to meet in the middle here. So that's what that conversation would go like. I completely understand Khabib's position. Totally. Be like, no, really, talk shit. Like it sounds like I'm making fun of it, but on this side, it's like, dude, he ran his mouth from the top of a building to everybody. Now we all know I have some thoughts about that whole thing, but we're not talking about that today, right? As far as Khabib is concerned, I don't think that he probably doesn't care enough to look into it one way or the other. And it seems, I mean, look, if George is in jail, then fucking whatever. Anywho, but yeah, so I get it. He talked shit, dude. Masvidal punched a guy in the face for saying, hey, maybe we could fight in July on ESPN live television. He should be, this should not surprise Colby. I don't really understand why he didn't do it a long time ago. Timing's a little weird, but nonetheless, pressing charges doesn't, I don't know, dude. I can't even do this, dude. Oh, I can't even do this. I understand Khabib's position is all. That's all I'm going to say. I understand. But it is funny trying to imagine feeding that to a civilian, right? Like, come on. Anyway, that's what I got. Peace.